Crank up those subwoofers, dude, and check this out.
Women's rights are human rights once and for all.
Please welcome Jose Papa and Phil Thomas.
Hello, and thank you very much for joining us this evening. Thanks for coming out on this working day, this cold day in London. I'm Phil Thomas, I'm the Chief Executive of Essential Events, and I'm here with Jose Papa, the Managing Director of Cannes Lions, to share with you some of the exciting plans for Cannes Lions 2018.
Good evening, all.
So running Cannes Lions is a responsibility we've grown into over 6 decades, and it's one that we take very, very seriously. As you know, since 1954, Cannes Lions has been the place to celebrate the best creative work and the people behind that work, the place to learn from the many seminars and talks, and the place where networking is efficient and useful, since the whole ecosystem is there. But as you know, the media landscape is changing more now than ever. And so we're changing too, perhaps now more than ever.
Because we want to make sure the Lions continues to be the absolute benchmark for creativity. We're changing the structure and breadth of the awards more significantly than ever to embrace all types of modern creativity. For example, from traditional advertising to creative experience, from innovative product design to the use of creative data.
Because people's time is more precious than ever before, and perhaps because the festival was becoming harder to navigate, we're making the event more streamlined and focused by reducing the number of days.
Streamlined and focused. Because young people and those who can't make it to Cannes deserve to experience what the festival has to offer, we make the work, award shows, and more seminars much more accessible, both in the city of Cannes and digitally across the world, for free.
And because we want to make the experience as easy as possible, we've been working with the City of Cannes very closely, who've been fantastic partners, and we'll tell you more about that a little later on.
So, okay, let's start with the awards. As you know, we have always evolved the Lions categories, and for nearly 3 years now, our awards teams have been working on a new structure in consultation across the whole creative landscape. It's been a painstaking process, filled with lots of agency meetings, workshops with creative directors, CMOs, and discussions all over the world. It's been critical to do this because the industry, of course, is changing exponentially. So what are the changes we're making? It's been felt that some single pieces of work have won too many awards in different categories across the festival. So from 2018 on, each piece of work will be limited to entering a maximum of 6 Lions. Currently, it is unlimited across the festival. This change makes really good sense because it will make it tougher, really tougher to win a coveted Lion. We're also removing 120 subcategories across the lions to make the whole process simpler and fairer. And again, this limits the number of times one piece of work can win.
It's really difficult to win a lion. I've certainly never won one myself. It's much more difficult than it is, for instance, to get shortlisted. So we want to value the very best work by reshaping the special awards, Agency of the Year, Network of the Year, etc., to represent just how difficult it is to win a lion at Cannes compared with getting a shortlist. So for instance, where a shortlist place was worth 1 point and a Grand Prix 10 points, this scale is being rebalanced to 1 point for a shortlist and 30 points for a Grand Prix. This will acknowledge just how extraordinarily difficult it is to win a Grand Prix at Cannes.
In line with the changes of the creative landscape, we're also removing 3 lions: the Cyber Lions, the Integrated Lions, and the Promo and Activation Lions. These will be replaced by the Brand Experience, Creative E-commerce, and Social and Influencer Lions, each serving to reflect modern creative marketing challenges. Everyone will agree that the charity work at Cannes Lions is important and truly inspirational. But the fact is that the festival is also about creativity for driving businesses forward. So for Cannes Lions 2018, we will change the way charity work is judged. It will be presented separately to the juries and shown separately at the award shows.
So finally, when talking about the lions themselves, rather than having all the lions sitting under the single banner of Cannes Lions, the categories will now sit under specific groupings: reach, communication, craft, experience, innovation, impact, and good. So for example, under reach, you will be able to win a PR lion, a creative data lion, or a media lion. And so we've created a set of clear tracks that covers the whole process of producing outstanding work in today's marketing world. This new award structure will form the foundations for the rest of the festival, including our inspiring speaker program. The festival's content will be fixed around the same organizing principles as the revamped Lions that we just heard about, so that it will become much, much easier to find the things you're looking for when you're in Cannes. The new structure creates a common language of creativity that connects the work and the awards to the discussions, the talks, and the workshops that make up our amazing speaker program. For the first time in 2018, anyone can apply to speak at Cannes. Anyone, anywhere, from any kind of background in the creative ecosystem. As ever, of course, we will only showcase the very best. The successful proposals will be organized into a content and experience program that follows exactly the same structure as the awards.
Of course, the nature of the extraordinary competition at Cannes means that not everyone will take home a lion. In fact, our research shows that it takes 3 years before an entrant will win their very first lion. We recognize this requires investment of time, resources, and so to reward the companies who create and enter work, we will give a free Young Lions delegate pass to every office which entered 15 entries or more in 2017. This scheme will be repeated every year. This means we're giving the industry more than 650 free Young Lions delegate passes. I really do believe personally that this is absolutely brilliant.
So that the best creativity can be shared around the city of Cannes and around the world, we'll be streaming the award shows on screens around Cannes, including on a large open-air cinema on the beach. We'll also be making the award shows available for anyone to view on all the major platforms for free. and we'll also increase the number of seminars that can be watched online for free. In the past, some delegates who came to Cannes for 3 or 4 days may have felt they were missing out on much of what the festival had to offer over its full 8-day span. So, from 2018, we've decided to make Cannes Lions a 5-day event. Focused and streamlined, aware of people's time constraints and their work-life balance. This focus from 8 days to 5, which of course includes Lions Health, Lions Innovation and Lions Entertainment, will allow people to totally immerse themselves in the whole festival and all that the festival has to offer.
So we've talked about lots of changes, but we're always mindful of the experience delegates get when they come to Cannes. So while addressing the length and complexity of the event, we've also worked really close with the mayor of Cannes, David Lisnard, to make their experience even better. And I hope you all in Cannes are watching us now. There will be a new package of exclusive delegate benefits to address the key costs of lodging, hotels, and food. This has been made possible thanks to the support and understanding of our partners in the city of Cannes, and represents the deep commitment the city has made to the festival and the industry we serve. Thank you, Cannes. Thank you, the city. For example, there will be a fixed taxi fare to the airport, a freeze on hotel prices for 2018, free Wi-Fi for delegates along the Crozet and on the beaches, and fixed price delegate menus in more than 50 restaurants. The city has also shown great generosity in allowing us to stream the stunning winning work all over the city of Cannes. This is bringing creativity to the core, to the center of what Cannes is.
So, we believe these changes that we've run through are all for the good. A focused and streamlined 5-day festival. Lions that are much harder to win because of the number of categories that we've cut. And lions which reflect the modern marketing landscape. We're encouraging the next generation of creative talent to attend by giving so many free Young Lions delegate places away. We'll be creating a festival that's more accessible to more people online than ever before. And the innovations from the city of Cannes will hopefully make the festival much, much easier to plan. Most importantly, though, we believe these changes will reinforce what we've always believed as the organizers of the festival, that Cannes Lions is about creativity. Creativity being at the heart of everything we do.
At the heart of everything we do. We believe, Phil, all of you, we believe that Cannes Lions 2018 will be the best ever. But don't just take our word for it. Let's really have a look at what some really prominent industry leaders have to say.
In Cannes, you work during the day, you network during the night. How much can a human body take of this intensive program? But more seriously, traditionally in Cannes, I saw two crowds. The one leaving on Wednesday and the one arriving on Wednesday. With these 5 days now, every industry will come together and talk to each other.
I'm really excited about the new award structure. The death of cyber is a big news. I led the cyber jury as president 2 years ago, and it had a really accelerated and dynamic journey. So it makes a lot of sense that cyber had to start as something that would be separate and discussed in isolation, and now has just become part of everything we do in the industry. The category that I'm most excited about is the new category, because I have no idea what will emerge. It'll give Cannes and the industry a chance to kind of look to what people are experimenting with, where they're taking risks, where they're being brave, and to see what's emerging and inspiring for years to come.
I think that the open call for anyone to apply to speak in Cannes hopefully will increase the diversity of the talks. You have the chance to have like angles that are completely different than the angles that sometimes we have in the industry. I think that some of the best talks I've seen in Cannes, they were not necessarily even from advertising people. They were from artists, they were from famous singer, because the festival is about creativity. I think that streamlining the content and making sure that creativity is at the center of every single activity, it becomes easier to navigate, which everyone will benefit from that.
Costs. Being Dutch and being from Heineken, of course, we're mindful of this aspect of Cannes. Cannes historically has been quite expensive. We do think the sensible focus on cost in the coming years is a good idea, because fundamentally it will allow more people to attend. It reduces the barrier to being there, and especially for younger creatives. So very good move.
My favorite things are they've eliminated so many categories to make the remaining ones that much more meaningful. The other thing I like is that you can only enter one piece in no more than 6 categories. So that means one piece can't win 50 lines anymore. That means you have to have a lot of pieces winning no more than 6. So when you win Network of the Year, then it counts because you've had so much work as opposed to just a few things.
I love the way this radical new category structure reflects the way we as an industry conceive, create, craft, innovate, and ultimately impact our clients' business.
I feel that Cannes has heard what we've said.
Thank you, Cannes.
It ensures all winners are really winners.
It puts creativity at the center.
A festival like this cannot stay still.
It's compact, it's going to be tougher to win, it's smarter. Look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you very much. That concludes the presentation. Thank you.